Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, and we are back with Replay Baseball Game 2 of the 1973 World Series between the Mets and the Athletics. It's going to be Jerry Koosman versus Vita Blue. This game, the final score of this game was Mets 10 and the A's 7. The A's have won the first game 9-1. In reality, they won 2-1, I believe. For the Mets, it's going to be Garrett, Millan, and Staub, Jones, Milner, and Grody, and Hahn, Harrelson, and Koosman. For the Athletics, it's Campaneris, Rudy Bando, Jackson, Tennis, Alu, Fossey, Green, and Blue. And let's start rolling. Replay Classic. Of course, we got to flip pages on this one because each column is on a different page. It's not front and back either, just one-sided. Wayne Garrett is leading off against Vita Blue. Let's do it. All right, a 4 and a 1. So the let's go to column 4. The 1 is going to be the first baseman. And first baseman Tennis. I don't remember what he is. I got to start writing these numbers. Shortstop 2. And Rudy is outfield 4. So I do have to write these numbers. That way it'll be a lot faster. You do use these numbers a lot in Replay Baseball. 4 for Jackson, and Tennis is going to be a 4. All right, so let's go back to the number 4, and the 1 is going to be an 11 plus a 4. That's a 15. On column 4, a 15 is going to be a ground ball that's hit to the first baseman. He bobbles it, and Garrett is safe, so it's an E3 to lead off the game. Next batter is Felix Millan. Here's a pitch. It's a 5-5. It's a 3. It's an 18 on column 5. 18 on column 5, and that's a single back of first. Runner advances one base. Batter and runners take extra base on first baseman's throw wildly to pitcher covering. Okay, so this is column 5. It's going to be another error on the first baseman. So it's going to be a single, and then going to third is Garrett. Going to second is Millan. So 2 errors so far on Gene Tennis. And the Mets have second and third. Infield will play back to allow a run, but preventing a bigger inning from happening. So Rusty Staub is playing, not Willie Mays. So let's get Staub's card. All right, Rusty Staub is up, so he's got a good opportunity to drive in a run here. All he has to do is make some contact. Let's see, Vita Blue. That's a 3 and a 6, so that's a 3 and a 6 is a 22 on column 3, and a 22 on column 3 will be a fly ball to right. Run scores. If right fielder's number is higher than the runner, he's going to be out at home. And the right fielder, Alu, is a 2. While Garrett, his running number is a 4. So he is safe on a sacrifice fly to right. Mets lead at 1-0. And that was 20, I think it was 22, I believe. Right on third scores. That's it. Okay. All right, so here's Cleon Jones with the runner at second base. Here's a pitch from Blue, a 3 and a 1. That's a 3 and a 1 is a 34, column 3, and that's going to be a drive in the gap, and that's going to drop in there for a double. Again, the same situation. The left fielder is a 4. The base runner, Millan, is a 4, so he is safe with a double. RBI double for Jones, and the Mets quickly lead it 2-0. John Milner's up next. Pitch from Blue, 31 again. A 3 and a 1 is a 7, column 3. A 7 will be a base hit, single to left. Runner advances one base. if lead runner has a higher rating than the left fielder, which he doesn't. Rudy is a 4. And Jones is not going to be higher than that, I don't think. No, he's a 3. So runner will stop. So it's a single, and runner stops at third. So there's only one out, and the Mets again continue to threaten with runners on first and third. And here's Jerry Grody. Infield is going to play in. And it's a 5-5. It's a 3, and it's a 19, column 5. 19, column 5, and that's going to be a single to deep short. Runner advances one base, batter and runners take an extra base on a wild throw by the shortstop. Holy smokes. So a single run scores and going to third on the shortstop. So it's a who's that? Grody. So it's a single for Grody, an RBI, one, and the third run comes in. So it's 3-0 Mets. And that's 3 errors for the Athletics. Pretty crazy. Next is Don Hahn, and that's a 6 and a 5. That's a 3 and a 19, column 6. 19 is a deep fly to left field. Runner on third scores. Second and third advances. So he's at second. He will go to third. He will score sacrifice fly. I say 19, a fly out to left. That's 2 outs. And he moves to third. So Grody's on at third base. And here's Buddy Harrelson. Here's a pitch from Vital Blue. And it's a 2 and a 4. So that's a 3 and a strikeout to end the inning. So Harrelson swings and misses. Wow. So 1, 2, 3, 4 runs on 4 hits and 3 errors, and the Mets are up quickly here 4-0 to start the game. Campaneris leading off. Here's a pitch from Jerry Koosman. 6 and a 3, that's a 2, and it's an 18, and that'll be a fly ball to somebody. An 18 is a fly ball to deep right, F9 for Campaneris. Cracks one to right under it there. Getting there easily is Staub. Rudy's next. Pitch from Koosman. It's a 5 and a 2. That's a 2. It's a 3. So it's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman, picked up by Garrett, and that was a strike to first baseman Milner, 2 away. And here's Bando. Koosman winds and deals, and a 2 and a 4. That's a 3 and a 4 is going to be an 8. Column 2. That's popped up. Second middle infield. Second baseman Millan calls for it. That retires aside. So easy inning for Koosman. And we go to top of the second. Here's Jerry Koosman leading off. Vital Blue with the pitch. And that is fielding. A 6 is infield back. A 6 is the second baseman. And what do we say about the second baseman? Say anything about the second baseman. Let's get those numbers in there. Second baseman is a 2. All right, so it's 6 is a 1 and a 2 is a 3, and that'll be an out. Ground ball, batter out. 1 away. Top of the order now. Here's a pitch. Wayne Garrett, a 3 and a 5. It's a 3 and a 5 is a 24, column 5. 24, that's going to be a single back up first. Runner advances one base. Taking a throws for Wiley to the pitcher, covering the third error. The third error on the first baseman, Tennis. Wow. Let's double check that. We got a 3 as a 24, and that will be a single back up first. Runner advances one base. Batter and runners take an extra base. First baseman throws Wiley to the pitcher covering. Deja vu all over again. Here's Millan. It's a 6 and a 4. So that's a 3 and a 4 is a 26, column 6. 26, column 6 is a double to right center. Holy smokes. Runner advances 2 bases. Let me see what it says here. What did I say it was? It was a 3 to 26. So a 26 double to right center. Runner scores 2 bases advance if right fielder or center fielder is a 5. And no, so Rudy's actually not rated very well. He's a very high number. I thought the high, for some reason, it's a lower number that you want. So it's going to be a RBI double for Millan, and the Mets lead it 5-0. Next is Vita Blue versus Rusty Staub. It's a 2 and a 4 is a strikeout. And Cleon Jones now with 2 outs. A 2 and a 6 is a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Blue. So 1 run on 2 hits and an error. And we go to the bottom of the second. Mets lead at 5-0. Reggie Jackson leading it off. Here's the pitch from Koosman. It's a 2 and a 6. And a 6 on column 5 will be a base on balls. So Reggie walks. Gene Tennis up next. And it's a 23, column 3. 23, column 3, and that's going to be a fly out to center field. 1 away. I'll lose up next. And a 3 and a 6. That's a 3 and a 6 is a 4, column 3 of 4 is going to be a fly out to left. Back-to-back flyouts. And here's Fossey. Fossey's a 4 catcher, not a good catcher. And that's a 3 and a 6. Again, a 23, column 3. 23, column 3. That's a fly out to center field. The over is Hahn, and that retires the side. So a walk. And then Koosman retires 3 in a row. Top of the third, Milner. It's a 1 and a 5, a 2 and a 5 is a 37. That should be a strikeout, and it's a ground ball to second. Two and a 4, it's a 3 and a 4 is a strikeout. 3 and 5, that's 5, so that's a strikeout. Grody swings and misses at a high fastball, and here's Don Hahn. It's a 3, a 4, column 5, and that's a ground ball to second to retire the side. So super easy inning for Blue. I haven't turned him over to his B side because mostly they've been unearned runs. So he should have been out of the inning here, and that was a run that came in. Plus that run came in, that's 2 runs. That was a single and a double. He scored because of the error. We don't know that he would have. So that's 3 earned runs. So really he's only allowed 2 runs. 5-0 Mets on 4 errors. 3 errors by Tennis and 1 error by Campaneris. Green is up. Pitch from Koosman. And that's a 3-3, which is an 8, column 3, and I believe that's a base hit. And it is line to center. So a single for Green. Going to swing away. We're not bunting or hit and running as we learn this game. And it's a 3 and a 4, so it's a 3 and that's a 4. Column 3, a 4, column 3, and that's going to be a fly out to short left. Racing in is Jones, and he gets there. 1 away. Bert Campaneris, pitch from Koosman. All right, it's going to be a 6. It's a 2. And the 6, we're with that runner on first, we're going to play halfway. Is the second baseman. Second baseman, Millan, is a 2 at second base. So the 6 is a 2, and a 2 is a 4. Runner halfway. Let's see if this turns into a double play, and it's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Mets are out of the inning. No runs, a hit, none left. Top of the 4th. Here we come. Don Holland. Harrelson's up with a 6 and a 2. That's a 3, a 28, column 6. 28, column 6. And that's single to center. A lot of hits in this book. Here's Jerry Koosman, little swing away. And a 4-6. That's again fielding. The 6 we said was the second baseman, so it's a 1. And second baseman Green, that's a 3. And I believe that's going to be a double play with the infield halfway. It's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. 2 down. Here's Garrett. It's a 3 and a 4. That's a 3. And the 4 is a 29. That's a 32, column 3. And I believe that's going to be a fly out to center. And it is a line out to left. So it's an L7 to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Rudy, Bando, and Jackson against Koosman. First pitch. Koos. And it's a 2. So that's going to be a 7. The infield back. And that's going to be to the second baseman. And it's a 4, which will be an easy out. Ground ball to second. 4-3. Oh, wait a second. The 2 is a 7. It's a 9. Let me just double check what that means. Infield back. Back. There's, what did I say, a 9? And it's still a ground out. Okay. Here's Bando. Rudy struggled in this series. He was 0 for 5 in the first game. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Here's a pitch from Koosman to Bando. Again, it's a 16. And the 3, I believe, is a third baseman. That's right. I'm relearning that. And he's a 3. So what do we say? It's a 3 is a 16 and a 3 is a 19. And a 19 is going to be a ground ball that is played cleanly by Garrett. And he throws a strike to Milner. Reggie Jackson walked in the second inning. It's a 2, it's strike 3, and that ends the inning on a strikeout. No runs, no hits, 3 up, 3 down. Go to the top of the 5th. The Mets lead it 5-0. Koosman pitching a masterpiece. All right, here we are, top of the 5th. Felix Millan, he is 2 for 2, singled and doubled. So he's having a good day. Mets are up 5-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. Game 2 of the Replay Classic 1973 World Series. Check out Kurt Gowdy's highlights on YouTube. I mean, it's really outstanding, really and just interesting and gratifying to really get to travel back in time to the 1970s. So let's do it. Felix Millan. All right, so 5 and a 2. So Vital Blue is a 3, and the 2 is a 4 altogether, under 5. So I believe this will be a ground out to the second baseman for the first out. All right, Rusty Staub, he's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. And a 3 and a 5, that's a 3, and a 5 is a 6, column 3, 6, column 3. It's a fly ball center field, shallow center. Racing in is Jackson. Will he get there? Yes. Beautiful catch by Reggie Jackson. Laid out for that ball. And that's 2 outs. And here comes Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones doubled in the first, struck out in the second. Here's the pitch from Vita Blue. A 3 and a 5. That's a 3. And the 5 it's a 33. And I believe that's going to be an out. I believe the double started 34. And I am right. It's a line drive hit to the gap. And right there is Alou. So it's an L9. 3 up and 3 down. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Koosman is looking sharp. Gene Tennis flight out. He had a great day in game 1, went 4 for 4, the home run and a double. And it's a 2 and a 5. That's a 3, and the 5 is a 6. Struck out Tennis. 1 down. Can start memorizing some of these. It's a 2 and a 6. So that's a 3. That's a 14, column 2. And a 14 column 2 is a line base hit to left. So a single for Jay Alou. They call him Jay. I thought his name was Jesus. All right, Ray Fosse. Pitch from Koosman. It's a 5 and a 1. That's a 2, and that's a 5. Column 5, and that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop halfway. Runner out at second. So 6-4 fielder's choice, 2 away. Ray Fosse hits into a fielder's choice with 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on first, and it's Dick Green. Koosman sets and deals with a 4 and a 5. All right, so the 5 is going to tell us it's a 1, and I think it's to the shortstop. They're calling 4 back. The shortstop is a 5, and our shortstop, Harrelson. Gotta write these numbers at least for the infielders. Otherwise, it's a problem. Where's Buddy Harrelson? Let's see. Millan. Oh boy. What did I say? The 5 was a 1, right? On Dick Green's. Okay, so I must have put Harrelson in this other. I must have dropped him. Yep, I dropped him in the wrong spot. And Harrelson is a 2 shortstop, and that'll be a 3 total. A 3 total with the infield back. Column 4, and it's a ground ball scooped up by Harrelson to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and that's 5 complete. And Koosman has given up but 2 singles and a walk to the A's so far. So he is shining blue now to John Milner. Top of the 6th. It's a 2 and a 6, a 2, a 3, and a 6. It's an 8. Column 2, 8. That's popped up, foul ground. Second baseman near the seats. FO4 for the first out. So it was a 3. Yep, it was an 8. All right, double check it. Jerry Grody next with a 4-4. And the 4 is going to be a 1. And I believe infield back, the 4 is a second. No, the 4 is a shortstop. And the shortstop is a 2. So that's going to be a 3. And that's a ground ball to Campaneris. He fields it cleanly, throws a strike over to Tennis for out number 2. And here's Buddy Harrelson with a 5 and a 4. That's a 3 and a 4. That's going to be ball 4. So Harrelson walks. Oh, that should be Don Hahn. Excuse me. What did I do with Don Hahn? Must be in this packet. Yep. All right. So Don Hahn, again, the 5 is a 3, and the 4 is a 1. So that's going to be a ground ball to second base. What did I say? It was a 4, right? Yep. That retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for blue. All right. Pitcher leading off, bottom of the 6th, 5-0. We could bring in a pinch hitter right now. All right, so Mangual, Angel Mangual comes in against Koosman. Here's a pitch from Koosman. Let's try that again. It's a 5 and a 1. That's a 2 and a 4, and that's a ground out. 4-3. So Mangual grounds out. Bird Campaneris. 2 and a 4. That's a 3 and a 4 is a 7. That's popped up foul territory to the catcher behind the plate. And that's Grody making a fine catch back there. And 2 outs. And Rudy, who's struggling. That's a 2 and a 3 is a 6. Struck him out. He continues to struggle. He's 0 for 8. No runs, no hits. New pitcher Horatio Pena against Bud Housen. Here's a pitch from Pena. It's a 4 and a 6, so that's going to be a 4. And the 6, I believe, is the second baseman. Second baseman is a 2. So that's a 6 altogether, and that's a ground ball for the first out. Next up is Koosman, pitch from Pena. Again, it's the same thing. This time it's a 1 to the second baseman. It's a ground out. Back-to-back ground outs to second baseman Green. And here's Wayne Garrett. A 5 and a 1. That's a 3. That's an 8. That's ball 4. So Garrett walks. Hold on a second. I should be up here. I don't know what I was doing. Totally distracted. So Garrett walks. I don't know what I was doing, putting the numbers in the bottom. It's the top of the 7th. And I'm doing everything right except I was putting the. All right. And 1 on. And here's Felix Millan with a 4-4. And the 4 is going to be an 11. An 11 with the infield back to the shortstop, who's a 2. 13. 13 is going to be an error on runner advances 1 base. E6, that's the 5th error in this game for the A's. Wow. Haven't had a game with 5 errors in a long time. Excuse me. And here is Rusty Staub with a 6 and a 2. That's a 3 and a 2 is a 26, column 6. See what Rusty, if he gets into one, a 26 is going to be a drive into right center, and that's going to fall in there. And 1 run scores, 6-0. Other one will stop at third. So a double, RBI double with 2 outs here for Rusty Staub. Gets a hold of one and drives it. It's a 3. And the 2 is a 26. And column 6, 26 is a double to right center field. And Cleon Jones is up. Pena sets and deals. 3 and a 1. That's a 2. That's a 33. And that's going to be a drive. And it's going to be ripped to right. And right there is not Jackson, but Alu. L9. And that retires the side. But 1 run comes in on 1 hit, an error, and a walk. They leave a couple. And it is 6-0. Mets lost the first one, so hopefully they can hold on and win this one, and they'll tie up the series. Then we go over to Oakland for 3. All right, Sal Bando's up against Koosman. And that's a 3-2, and that's a 3, 23, column 3, and a 23, column 3 is a fly out to center for the first out. Reggie Jackson next. And a 6, that's a 2, and a 3, that's an 18, column 6. And that is a drive to deep right center field, and right fielder Staub at the track and hauls it in. So Jackson gave it a ride. And here's Gene Tennis with a 5 and a 1. It's a 2, it's a 7, ball 4. Tennis walks. And next is Alou. Alou today is 1 for 2. That's a 5, it's a 2, and a 3 is a 4. That's a ground ball to the second baseman. Ends the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. Top of the 8th, here we come. John Milner leads off against Pena. And that's a 6 and a 3. That's a 3, and a 3 is a 39. That should be a strikeout, I believe. 39 is a strikeout. Jerry Grody's next with a 2 and a 6. That's a 4, and a 6 is a 7. That's a foul out to the catcher. FO2. Right there is Fossey. And Don Hahn. Don Hahn is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Snake eyes. So that's a 18, column 1, 18, and that's a base hit to left. Rips 1 to left. Runner advances 1 base. Roll 1 dive higher than the left fielder. Batter and runners take an extra base. And it is. So he takes an extra base. So it's going to be a double, right? It's a double instead of a single. Stretches a single into a double. Hahn hustling. Coming up. Oh, fuck. I forgot to resume the fucking thing. All right, Kubiak is going to hit. And it's a pitch from Koosman. It's a 2, that's a 3, and a 4 is a 7. That's popped up, foul ground. 2, and that's a second baseman over. And that retires the side. 3 up and 3 down. We're going to have a new pitcher. It's going to be Lindblad. We got Pena. No, it's going to be Darryl Knowles pitching. Let's grab him. So it's 6-0, top of the 9th. Knowles comes in. Pitcher is up, Koosman. Let's see. Pena went a couple innings, and now Knowles will finish it off with 1. And here's a pitch. Knowles to Koosman. It's a 3 and a 6. That's a 3. It's a 40, column 3. 40, column 3. And that's going to be a strikeout. 1 down, top of the order. Wayne Garrett with a 4 and a 2. And the 2 is going to be a 2. And the 2 is the second baseman, which is also low. It's going to be a ground ball to second base. And here's Felix Millan with 2 out, nobody on. So 1-3, that's a 3 and a 3, a 38. Column 1, 38, column 1 is a ground ball to short. No runs, no hits, 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 9th, last licks for the A's. Down by 6, 6-0. Koosman is dealing today. So he will face top of the order. And it's a 1 and a 4. The 4 is a 4, and that's a strikeout. He strikes out Campaneris. Next is Rudy, who's really struggling. It's a 2 and a 3, so that's a 3, and a 3 is a 5. Strike 3, so Rudy's 0 for 9 in the series. 2 back-to-back Ks here in the 9th. And it's a 3 and a 6. That's a 3 and a 6 is a 22, column 3. 22, column 3 is going to be a fly ball, right field. Is that going to drop? No. Rusty Staub makes a fine running catch, and that's the ball game, my friends. So that was a blast. Mets even the series at 1 apiece, 1-1. And it's a shutout for Koosman, 6-0 shutout. The story of the day are the 5 errors committed by the A's. Wow. Koosman only allowed 2 hits, pitched a 2-hitter. Wow, and 2 walks. So 2 walks, 2 hits, 9 innings, gets the big W. Strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. No runs, no earned runs. So Koosman was masterful. He is the MVP of the game. Let's see how many hits the Mets were able to accrue. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 hits for the Mets and no errors. No runs, 2 hits, and 5 errors for the A's. And it looks like they're going to take away one of those Gene Tennis errors, and they're going to give it to the pitcher because he had a couple of throwing errors. And we're going to give it. He had one where he bobbles the ball, but he had 2 throwing errors to the pitcher, and one of those are going to be given to the pitcher. The pitcher could have caught it. And so it's 2 errors on Gene Tennis, 1 error on Blue, and 2 errors on the shortstop Campaneris. Yikes, 5 errors total in this game. I don't want to do that. Got a little ink on my card. Yikes. Anyway, that's about it. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Thanks for watching. And remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. And like and subscribe my channel. The actual score of this game was 10-7 Mets. Mets win at 6-0. This game was played on Sunday, October 14th. This is game 2 of the series. We now go over to Oakland for 3 games. And I'll see you over in Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum. Take care, guys.